All righty.
Alrighty.
How we darn,
What's
people?
happening, people? I'm
How we darn? How we
totally,
darn?
totally frozen. There we go.
Oh, are you okay?
I was just frozen. I was like, wait, what? So I am here now. So
What's up, people?
happening,
How we
fam?
doing? Say hi, you darn, in the chat. What's up, Daniel? 20? Is it 28? Is that what it says there? 28 days?
20. I think it's 23, 24
I can't tell what that
days.
says. What's up, Raw? Welcome in. Welcome in. Who's here? Who's hanging out with us? Who's doing a Dynasty draft this late at night? You guys should be in bed. You should be sleeping. But here you are. Okay, it says 22. All right, good to know. Good to know. We are doing a Dynasty startup mock draft. You can see
always.
the screen here. Yeah, as always. If you guys want to join, how can they join, Badaki?
Yeah, all you have to do is go in the link in the description below. Join our Discord. Okay, join our Discord. Go to our Dynasty mock drafts tab. Click on that, and that's where you'll be able to see us send that link. I will be sending that link there. It is first come, first serve. Okay, keep that in mind. Not everyone is gonna be able to join this mock draft, but we are gonna be doing mock drafts, all types of mock drafts. I think we might even get started in some rookie mock drafts maybe in a month or two once the season's in, for the 23 class. So definitely stay tuned for that, which is awesome. So once again, join our Discord, go to the Dynasty mock draft tab, and that's where I'll be sending the link. You know what? I'll do that right now. Give me 1 second.
Drewster says, you guys see the Kenneth Walker hernia news? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not what you want to see, hey, from a rookie running back coming into his first season dealing with a hernia. Not exactly the best injury for a running back, but from what we've heard, he should be ready to go week 1. Now, is this one of those scenarios where it drags on in week 1? It's like, oh, probably week 2. We don't really know. Like, we don't really know the extent to that, and we will only find out over the next couple weeks. But, you know, Rashad Penny in redraft, this to me feels like another boost of confidence for him. I think Ken Walker's absolutely still going to have a role and be heavily involved, but you got to feel relatively good if you got Penny in some underdog drafts.
Yep, definitely gotta wait and see what that looks like. Sucks that he has that injury, but I mean, Pete Carroll is definitely optimistic, saying that he should be fine for the season. So we'll see how that really works out.
Yeah, we will.
Because he's been optimistic about Penny starting the season last year, and he didn't start last year. So
one thing we know about Pete Carroll is doesn't really say anything that he means when it comes to like status injuries of health for players.
He should be fine. He should be fine week 1. Next minute, Penny didn't start till like week 10 or something. Obviously, that's dramatic. But
30 seconds on the clock, by the way. Superflex Dynasty Startup Draft, not tight end premium. Let's see how we do here. But yeah, hernias generally require surgery. Yeah, I mean, from what we've heard, like it's not going to require surgery. But you're right, it is something that we should definitely be monitoring. Definitely, again, like you would much rather have seen like, you know, dealing with a hamstring soreness or
something else,
like something other than a hernia. That's not exactly what you would have wanted to have heard. So Penny could be on for a big year. Let's see. Jonathan Taylor at the 1-7. We see Justin Jefferson off the board. Jamar Chase. I'm going to try and do a win now strat here at the 12 spot.
Okay.
Let's see how this pans out for me. Good evening. Good evening. What's up, Chris? Whoopsie says, can't wait for a startup Dynasty draft next year. Same, brother. Going to be fun. Ross says, I had a hernia at 4 years old. Was painful. And at 4 years old, you were on the pup list straight away, weren't you? Instantly pup list. It's supposed to be funny, but, you know, whatever. All right, give me Russell Wilson and Trey Lance here back to back. That's how I'll start my draft here. Chris, by the way, I tried to send you a message over there on Discord. Just wanted to give you some encouragement, but couldn't because you're not in the server. Yeah, man, just know that you're always welcome in the community, regardless. you know, Benaki and I have differing
Yeah.
opinions all the time, and that's something that we really love about our channel, is that people do have differences of opinions. But anyway, just want to say, know that you're welcome in whatever capacity. See, Kyle Pitts off the board. Justin Fields at the 2-3. That's pretty early for Justin Fields,
that
isn't
white
it?
setup there. You switched up the white setup? What you doing there?
I actually draft on the white. That's something that you guys probably would hate to know about me. Actually, I draft on the white on Underdog. I don't draft on the white on Sleeper. But when you're drafting, the white just makes my face look better, like when you're hosting the redraft stream. So I don't know why. Kind of like it just clicked for me to do that for a sec. But that's a little bit early for Fields. We're normally seeing him at the end of the 3rd round.
I love it though, Garrett. Do it with some confidence, brother. Take it with some confidence. It is a little bit early, but I love every single thing about Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it is a little bit early. I definitely take maybe Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts. Actually, I won't take Jalen Hurts over Justin Fields. I'll take Justin Fields over Jalen Hurts. But Matthew Stafford is out there. I'll definitely take Matthew Stafford. But
yeah. Byronic, what's up? He says, "What's up, fellas? I just finished my first startup draft Sunday. I went Burrow, Lance, Debo, Drake, and Watson in the 6th. I also got Olave, Pickens, Freiermuth, to name a few, in 23 first. I mean, it sounds like you've got an incredible,
sounds fantastic.
You know, pillars of your team there, and you still have 3 firsts and 23 to build around your team. So it sounds like a great start for you. Yeah, I'm sorry about. I'm sorry for everyone's eyes. Rest in peace.
Have you seen you know who Destroying is?
Destroying? Isn't it that kicker?
Like, yeah, that kicker from YouTube. He's going around doing like these one-on-ones. I've been binging some of his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I don't know, just wanted to tell you that. Just want to tell you that.
Dude, that happens to me so much, like more often than. How was Swift there at the 212, by the way?
I actually don't know.
What the heck is going on? That happens to me so often. Like I'll be telling a story and it's like super intriguing to me, and then I tell it and it just sounds so boring. I'm just like, oh, well, that was a story. So thanks for listening.
It's definitely like the only reason why I said that because Byronic said, "What's up, fellas?" So like in those videos when he does like, so basically he goes around the country and he is giving the person that wins the one-on-one $10,000. So basically, obviously one-on-ones, DBs versus wide receivers, and you go through these like levels. So the first level is like an entry to win the 10,000. The second level is the elimination one, and whoever's the last man standing wins $10,000. And every time they he has like a coach, I guess it's like some football coach or D2 coach that's out there, and he always says like, he hypes up the crowd and he goes, "What's up, fellas?" And then he's supposed to say, "What's up, coach?" He's like, "What's up, fellas? What's up, coach? What's up, fellas?" You should watch it. I think it's actually really good. It's just good like football content to watch that's not necessarily fantasy football.
Yeah. Speaking of football content, when does the next Hard Knocks come out? Is that?
I think comes out tonight.
Is that tonight?
It's technically out right now in America. Well, actually, that's a lie. It comes out 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and currently it's 9 p.m.
Stop lying. That's just all I. Just stop lying. Okay.
I need to stop.
It's actually becoming an addiction for you.
What's up, coach? At least I'm truth about it. You know what? I'm lying.
Hey, man, I just want to let you know I'm lying right now. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I wanna know. It says launch. Oh, you have FP assistant. Dang, how's that work? Does it have an assistant for sleeper? For sleepers?
Yeah, I've never used it, but it's been there for like a month or so now.
My thing doesn't pop up like that. The hell? Joshua said in PPR, is JT still number 1 to y'all? Yeah, I think it flip flops. I think it definitely flip flops. I think like there's some days that like, to be completely honest with you, there's some days I'm like, damn, you know, like JT is gonna go off. But then you look at CMC there, it's like, damn, CMC did it multiple times consistently in the past.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so tough sometimes. It's definitely flip flop for me in redraft, to be completely honest with you. Depending on the league that I'm in, I'm definitely going to take, if I can get the one-on-one in 2 different leagues that I have, I'm definitely taking one Jonathan Taylor, one CMC. I don't know about Zach. I don't know if it's like purely, JT or CMC for Zach, but I'm definitely back and forth.
Well, I am sticking to Jonathan Taylor right now, but I will say that I've not loved what Frank Reich is saying about Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard that recent report where he's like basically saying he doesn't want Jonathan Taylor to get a full workload.
And I wonder if that's just like the longevity of his key player. Like we saw JT get a tremendous workload. Like,
like last year we heard Frank Reich say, I have no worries about Jonathan Taylor's workload. This year he's like, I want to limit him a little bit. But no, I think I am still going Jonathan Taylor. Happy to be wrong, but I don't want to take the shot on CMC knowing the injury history. And just, I know there's never been an RB1 that's repeated, but I just feel like I would rather be wrong than bet on CMC at the 1. If CMC goes at the 2, 100%, like let me try that because he's what's available to me. But I don't want to take him at the 1. And you're talking to someone as well who has had the 101 in our home league 2 years in a row. And I've taken CMC 2 years in a row. And he screwed me over 2 years in a row.
Come on,
so
say it again.
I do have trust issues with him.
Trust issues. Yeah, look, it's definitely it's a tough one, man. I think it really. I personally don't believe, if I'm being completely honest with you, there's a wrong answer. 1A, 1B. And it just really depends on who you believe in that moment. If you do have the 101, maybe the reports could sway you, but I don't think there's a wrong answer. If you get CMC, you're buzzing because you know that workload he's going to get in the air and hope potentially on the ground still. Jonathan Taylor, he is just different at this very moment. He is going, he's gonna do what he does. So.
Yeah. Agreed. I see Byronic getting a little auto there, and he says, so talk about your Patreon. I could sign up to it and then send you my roster and get actual feedback from you guys. Yeah. I don't know if anyone here is a part of our Patreon that could speak to it as well, but essentially we have a couple different tiers. As long as you're on the Close Friends Plus tier and above, you will have access to something that we call the Fancy Hotline, which is where we set up a DM over on Discord, and you can ask us questions there. We have both of our personal accounts. We'll always reply as soon as we can. If you want thoughts on rosters, we can give you thoughts on rosters in that DM. We can look at your team. If you have trade offers, you can send them through. We'll always reply to those as quickly as we can.
My thing's glitched.
And then
I'm trying to take Jerry Judy here.
Okay. You got Travis Kelce.
What the F? My thing is not loading now. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do it on my phone really fast.
But anyway, Close Friends Plus and above has that perk, if you will, the Fancy Hotline, where you can ask us questions. We can give you advice, give our thoughts. But you can't sign up for a Dynasty League right now.
Genuinely not working for me. Guess I get auto pick twice. It's okay.
You can't sign up for a Dynasty League right now, but you can sign up for a redraft league. So if you want to play in a redraft league and get all those perks, that is a possibility for you as well. As Badaki gets Travis Kelce and Nick Chubb. Great start.
Well, everyone just saying it was like Raw even saying it was lagging for me as well.
Okay.
I would have went Jerry Judy, Chris Godwin there, but if that's okay.
Yeah. What's up, John?
Let's see if everyone gets auto picked
Raw
here.
says it was lagging for him as well.
Try to put somebody in your queue right now. Oh, well, you got Jerry Judy. Out of curiosity, Zach, try to put someone in queue. What is it saying you can't do that?
Put someone on my queue?
Yeah.
No, I can put someone on my queue.
Okay. Maybe it was just me.
I don't know. No, it could be more than you.
No, that's fine.
What's up, Jonas Lee? Hi, guys. DJ Moore in a 23 second for Calvin Ridley in a first in 2023. What are your thoughts?
Oh, man. Two players I personally don't like.
Sorry?
No, I was saying two players I personally don't like. Don't want any part of DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley.
I think you do need to hold DJ Moore in the second, personally, though. but it is close. I'm not even a very big DJ Moore guy. Why in the world is my freaking mouse keep dying?
Yeah, man. I mean, Jerry says, I hear rumors Stevenson could be traded. We heard rumors last week that Damien's going to be traded. Now we're hearing rumors Tom Montgomery is going to be the guy. I mean, I saw reports saying Tom Montgomery could be the lead back in this backfield.
Yeah.
Come on. Until it happens, we can talk. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Stevenson's going to be traded. I don't think Harris is going to be traded. I don't think Tom Montgomery is going to be the lead back in this backfield. Could I be wrong? We all could. But I think that is a blown out of proportion rumor, in my opinion. But if it does happen, wow. I wonder why they would do that and where he would go if he does get traded to entertain the rumors. On the clock here.
I'm on the clock here. I'm going to go wide receivers back-to-back, Terry and Hollywood. Trying to do win now. Deshaun Watson at 312 wasn't a part of my plan, but just felt like incredible value at that point. So
Hollywood singing. Yeah, I mean, what kind of changes my thing here? Definitely with Jerry Godwin. Maybe I'll do win now too now. Just whack now, dog.
yeah, it seems to be working for me, but my mouse is doing this weird thing, so I don't know. I think that's just my computer, though.
I want to know what it is.
Catching up with chat. Did y'all hear the rumors that Stevenson could be traded? You talked about this already, but
yeah.
What? I mean, you're right. Like, what in the world are these? This is how reliable reports are right now. Damian Harris could be traded. Oh, now Ramondre could be traded. It's like, what in the world?
Do you even want a running back? You know, like you don't actually have to have one.
What is up, all 30 people? Thanks for hanging out with us. If you are still drafting, if you're still mock drafting, you're those midnight warriors. What time is it over there? It's almost midnight, right?
No, it's like 9:20 Eastern Standard Time.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. What time is it over there? Midnight?
Is it?
Yeah, bro.
You guys are not midnight warriors then.
So
9:20 p.m. Shout out to all the midnight warriors out there. 7:30 p.m. in New Mexico. So if you guys are with us, then you're just having a good night, just enjoying your time, and you're responsible people. So you should. Wow. Whatever. 8:20 in Iowa. Numbers are hard. Yeah, look.
Funny. That's a funny one.
Numbers are hard. What can you do?
Come on.
Let's see what the mighty Booch does here. Gibson. That looks like an auto pick there. Say what you know about love. I got what you need. I might be able to actually join a best ball draft from my laptop.
You want to do one? You want to do a Pomeranian?
Yeah, I'm down.
You want to do it like right after this? Yeah, I'm definitely down to do it. Tom
Yeah.
Brady. What should I do here? You know what? Let's continue with the win now. Let's go Keenan. Since I got auto drafted with Kelsey. Let's do a hybrid, half and half. Shall we?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Mm-hmm. I don't want Gibson on no punishment for auto pick. Yeah. Joe says, will you do team grades? No, we will not do team grades. I think we've been finding it, once again, so much to do and so much that we're trying to pump out that team grades. I know you guys love it. We definitely want to get back to it. It's just so much that, like, for example, we said that, we want to do a best ball after this. And if we were to do team grades, just prolongs it. It's just like, we're not going to get a good opportunity to give people the opportunity to watch it unless it gets too late, By the time we do best ball, it will really be midnight over there. So
yeah. Looks like I'm on the clock in some best ball drafts as well.
Might be psychic, but I like it. Yeah.
All right, so how do you do it?
On your computer or on your laptop, what
I'm
you
gonna
should
go on my
do,
laptop and then try and join on. Actually, you know what? I might not even be able to join.
you might not be able to show it
Yeah, so it's actually probably not
because
gonna work.
technically what I
Yeah,
can
it's
do
not
is
gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Dang it! There goes Pickens. I was hoping he was gonna fall to me. That's great value for him there. Good job, D-Law. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's wide receiver 31. My wide receiver 26, so well done with that value. Obviously, as we see Mike Willie off the board, Devonta Smith off the board, Elijah Mitchell off the board, and I am up. I have no running backs. We're trying to do a win now strat here, and I feel really comfortable with Leonard Fournette and Zeke as my RB1-2 here in this strat. Byronic says, generally speaking, do you prefer to use your first round rookie picks or trade the picks for players? Really depends on the draft and where I am on the board. You know, like if I can get a rookie that I really love, then I'm going to keep that pick and build around my youth. But if I'm not really hyped about a draft or I'm not really hyped about the player I'm going to get there, then I'm really open to moving it. And what I would suggest is that you guys put like at minimum a 5-minute timer for your rookie drafts, because that gives people the ability to make trades and to make moves as the board is live. You can also do a slow draft if you want. Slow drafts just, you know, not exactly the atmosphere that we love with our leagues. Just feels like no one's really prioritizing it or there, and you know, slow drafts are good for convenience for sure, but we don't feel like they really necessarily like prioritize community, if that makes sense.
Agreed.
Wow, so it looks like the Sleeper Bowl and fantasy football like ESPN's marathon. It looks like they're all happening right now.
Oh, really? I definitely want to see that. Okay, Sleeper Bowl, nice with BDG. Who'd they take? JJ. Okay, let's look at the CMC went first. Wow, Austin Eckler at the 2. Jonathan Taylor.
Saw that.
Struggling
who to pick with the 103 in a rookie draft. Really tough after Hall and London. All right, right. So Hall and London have already gone off the board for you. I mean, Ken feels like an option there. I know Badaki, you know, in SuperFlex really likes Kenny Pickett still.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be between Ken Walker, Kenny Pickett, and Treylon Burks. What's up, Garrett?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
The answer is always Treylon, Joseph says. Yeah, Treylon's definitely someone I'm considering. I know other people wouldn't, but I'm still considering him there. Sleeper Bowl, yeah. The Sleeper Bowl is live, I guess, with BDGE right now. It's cool that they got to host that. That's awesome. As we see, Darren Waller at the 8-10 is crazy. Dalton Schultz, Allen Robinson, and then Jameis Winston. You're going to try to eat them W's?
Eat them. Let's eat.
That's a W.
Let's eat. Yeah, very interesting of how this board is going. But to be fair, this is redraft, one quarterback, and the quarterbacks are going late now in the 4th round. Interesting.
What's up, Joseph? Let's ride.
let's
Ayuk
ride,
over
bro.
Pickens. Ross says, I'm still taking Pickens over Ayuk, but I can definitely, respect the conviction on Ayuk there. No doubt.
Hmm.
Let's see what happens here with Tebow. Brandon Cooks off the board. Let's see. Michael Thomas, Hunter Renfro as well off the board there. Definitely hurt my team construction to go to Deshaun Watson, but I just felt like the value was too good to pass at that point.
Yeah.
But it's obviously a little bit tough looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Does Ayuk just slash Debo's production this year? I don't think so, but what do you
It's so
think,
hard
Badaki?
to gauge. I think it's really, for me, honestly, it's just really difficult to gauge how these guys are going to produce again. Not produce again, excuse me, how these guys are going to produce this year with Trey Lance. I think there's going to be this offense is just going to look different. And I think we're going to see a lot more spike weeks with Ayuk. And more of I don't know if Debo's going to have like the 25 plus games. I think maybe he'll range from like 15 to 20 more consistently now. But I don't know. I'm not, at the same time, I'm kind of just talking on my ass because I just really don't know what this offense is going to look like. I like both of these guys, though, to be completely honest, with Trey Lance, excuse me.
Yeah, I think you give the big money contract to Debo. There's incentives in his contract for rushing achievements. I mean, it doesn't feel like his role is going to change to me. I think they honestly needed like a more reliable wide receiver too last year, and Ayuk wasn't really providing that for them. So I hope he can be that for them. But I don't think Debo's role is going to change much, especially after you pay him big money. You want to run him into the ground as a business decision, at least,
Yeah.
Lance is going to be RB1, Debo RB2, Uncle Rico RB3. Shout out to Uncle Rico.
Shout out to Uncle Rico, man.
Mark Cooper goes off the board right after Edmonds and Carter. And we see Christian Watson at the 10-5. He's been falling a lot in these drafts.
I think we're gonna see that a big bounce up when we see him in preseason, potentially if he does perform good. We haven't seen him on the field. I think this is the reason why he has fell in redraft and in Dynasty.
Right.
Because of like if he's actually really was he gonna be healthy? Like was he gonna miss time? So very interesting to see what's gonna happen with Christian Watson, and I hope we get to see him the first preseason game this weekend. Claire
Let's see, man.
says Lance is going to be the RB1, Debo RB2, and Uncle Rico Harper. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure you said that. Sorry. 49ers offense intrigues me most. Yeah. I think everyone is just so split on what this offense is going to look like. I think we all believe in Trey Lance, but at the same time, yeah, at least for me, the way I see it, at the same time, he can just fail tremendously. It's not that I want that for him.
I don't think he can
either. It's just like I don't think he can
fail tremendously, to be honest.
I don't think he can't. I don't think he can. I think he can't fail. Like he should not be able to fail. And if he does, that would be a real surprise. I think that's the biggest thing. My biggest takeaway. I'm on the clock here. What should I do? I know I'm going to take a tight end here.
Could be an auto here.
Nah, I put him on my queue.
Okay.
Put Dallas Goedert.
Byron says it's crazy though. Debo had a historical year, but it's overshadowed by Cup, and Debo has no hype news from camp. All the buzz is Ayuk. Yeah, well, all the buzz was Ayuk last year as well, right? And that definitely ended up being incorrect. You guys remember that last year though? Like genuinely, It's just Ayuk. Nothing about Debo.
Well,
And
everyone was
didn't
believing
really
for
work.
a good year too, and he just came out not looking good.
Mm,
And Ayuk just went off, but also at the same time, Debo kind of hurt himself this year as well because of the contract talk. So I
yeah.
think that's what overtook the really good stuff. Like if Debo got that contract out of the way during the offseason before training camp started, I think it definitely would look different.
Yeah. Could.
Chris, the NFC West is tough division though. He's got to go against Aaron Donald and J.J. Watt twice.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be tough. Like I said, it's not easy sled for him. I think we've always had Trey Lance conversations. Zach's really high on him. I'm in the area where like I believe in Trey Lance, but I'm a little bit more. I'm one step back. You know, a lot of people have him in their top 10 where I have him, 12 to 15 area because I believe in the talent. I just think he needs to progress, actually be on the field, make those actual mistakes first. But anything can happen. I mean, if he does finish top 10, that's fantastic
Sure.
for Trey Lance. Miguel, redraft, full PPR, put these guys in your order: Jefferson, Kupp, and Eckler. For me, it's Kupp, Jefferson, Eckler. I have
Mine
Cooper
would
Kupp as my wide
be
receiver one.
mine would be Jefferson, Eckler, Cup. Got Eckler as my running back 3 this year. How about B-Rob here at the 11-12? Give him to me, and then I'll take Cole Kmet.
Give it a Cole. Give it a Cole Kmet, fans. San Francisco. Oh wait, don't care about the division. 49ers 13-4 season
I
incoming.
love it.
Oh boy.
Claire says San Francisco going to be patient with him and let him make mistakes. I personally don't imagine Jimmy G still being on this team by the time the season starts.
I mean,
let's see what
reports-
happens, but
Have you heard
I
the
don't
reports,
imagine
though,
he would be on this
of Jimmy
team.
G?
No.
Like the reports are like he's just coming in, he's throwing on the sidelines, and
Yeah.
then like basically leaving. Like,
Exactly. Like he's not actually part
He's
of
not in team
drills.
meetings. Yeah, he's not.
They're just allowing him to recover on
Yeah.
with the
at
franchise's
the facility.
assets, if you will. I'll be right back.
No, and I think that's so funny. Like, how can it? And he needs to get an opportunity. I'm at the point where, like, I know a lot of people saying, "Let him go to the Giants. Let him go to the Jets. Bring him to the Giants. Let him compete with Daniel Jones." But at the same time, I keep saying this. I want my Giants to either be really good, like we're going to the playoffs, and Daniel Jones is in. Like, we know Daniel Jones is the future quarterback.
How are
of
we
this
talking about
franchise.
Daniel Jones right now?
No, I'm leading to my point. Or be really bad. And if that's the case, like, why bring in Jimmy G on for Daniel Jones? Like, why bring in Jimmy G for Zach Wilson? I was saying, like, it just sucks because where the hell is he gonna go? And I'm thinking, well, then maybe a lot of the two big places were literally both New York teams with Zach Wilson going down, and all the reports of him coming to New York.
Browns as well.
Yeah, Browns as well, exactly. So, like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of bringing him in for 6 games to the Browns, bringing him for 1 game for the Jets, and what's the point of the Giants bringing him in when I think we want to lose? We want that quarterback. At least
I
that's
don't
that.
think. You really
At
think
least
like the coaching staff coming in, they want to lose?
I think
you
coaching
want
staff
the
coming in
team
knows
to
that
lose.
Daniel
I don't
Jones is
think-
not the guy. They're trying to give him everything.
Do you think it's
lined
fair
up.
to say that you want the team to lose, but probably the team does not want to? Like, I think
For
that's
sure.
probably more fair
For
to
sure,
say.
for sure. I think no team is going to say outright that they want to come out there and lose.
Well, Dolphins, but outside the Dolphins.
Outside the
Miguel, who is the wide receiver 1 of the Lions long term? I would say Jameson Williams, but I think Amon-Ra is going to be really great. I see Amon-Ra as like a career wide receiver 2, similar to Robert Woods is how I've kind of compared him. Claire says, when they trade Jimmy G and Lance has some growing pains, Cali fans are going to groan something awful. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. I mean, I know every Niner fan obviously very excited for Trey Lance, but would like in fantasy, I think this is what I always try and like bring people's attention to. There was struggles for Jalen Hurts last year, but he was still very good for fantasy football. Those two things can occur at the same time. Someone who's struggling in the NFL, not exactly seeing the field the way that you want them to, but still very effective for fantasy football. And I think that can be the case for Trey this year.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, he had an entire year to sit behind. I think he has better weapons altogether. Offensive line you can debate. I think the head coach is better. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But he will have time to make mistakes for sure.
Yeah. It's scary. I think it's scary. I think I love Trey Lance. I think the expectation is scary from the community, and I think that's what scares me. But
yeah,
I'm just expecting growing pains this year, and then I can see the progression. Not me seeing it, but I think the progression will happen, and I think he will finish a top 10. If we all believe and he is the guy, I think he could finish the top 10, not this year, but next year. We'll see. So much stuff about Trey. I mean, we had this conversation. We literally had a whole stream basically on a mock draft, and we were talking about Trey Lance the whole time.
Yeah. I kind of get exhausted going back and forth on it, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel one way, I feel a different way. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah, and the community is like, well, I feel this way, and the community, I feel that way. It's like, I wish we could put that clip up, and you guys could just watch that every time.
Yeah. I'll take Hunter Henry here as a win now team. I want a little more juice. And then I'll take Cordero as well. Hey. Okay, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Welcome
Appreciate
in,
you,
brother. Yeah, I'll take Cordero there. You know, again, not someone I'm targeting in typically in Dynasty, but I'm trying to win now with this squad. So, I mean, Russell Wilson, Trey Lance. I got Watson there because I just felt the 312. It's just stupid good value. Definitely hurt my construction overall as a win now team, but I think the trade value is going to be incredible eventually. Then we got Adams, McLaurin, Brown, Kirk, Dotson. We got Fournette, Zeke, Brian Robinson, Cordero Patterson. I feel good about this team.
John mentioned Isaiah Pacheco, the 14-3. This is definitely the highest we've seen him go.
Yeah.
Naeem Hines at the 14-4. Jared Goff at the 14-5. Tebow's on the clock here. See what he does.
15 is the last round here, y'all. Round 15. Outside of Debo, the offense is still good for Lance. Yeah. I mean, not only do you have Debo, one of probably like a top 5 premier weapon in the NFL right now, I think is how people would view him. Could be wrong, but overall weapon. You also have Brandon Ayuk, first round talent. Played really well, good production year 1. You also have George Kittle. You got the best left tackle in the game. One of the best offensive minds in the game. You got Elijah Mitchell in the backfield, and then literally any other running back that wants to be productive as well. So I think he's definitely got an incredible opportunity around him. Who wins the quarterback battle in Seattle? I actually am leaning towards Geno being the guy. I don't know if Badaki has any thoughts. Yeah.
No, sorry. I thought you were going to continue. I thought you were going to continue with that statement.
Yeah.
I personally think that Dave Locke would have maybe performed really good this past weekend, and without seeing him on that field now, really, he takes a massive step back. Unfortunately, I have a thought process thinking that it's going to be back and forth, but Locke will probably start the majority, more games than Geno. Let me just make my pick here.
Yeah. Joseph says Drew Lock getting COVID makes me think Geno, but I think mid-season Geno could get benched. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the truth behind all of it. Is like there's really not going to be a guy. I don't think. I think it's going to be very much back and forth throughout the entire year. I don't think anyone's going to solidify themselves. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't think we're going to see a true starter. But if I had to put money on who will start more games, it'll probably be, in my opinion, right now, it's Drew. But he definitely changes the scales now, especially with Drew missing that time, because if Drew came out, had an amazing first drive, scored with the first team, it would just put everyone on edge, especially Gino and maybe Pete Carroll. So, but you can never believe what Pete Carroll said. Pete Carroll is gonna die to his word. You know, like he's gonna say Gino's our starting quarterback until the very last minute, saying, "All right, guys, Drew's starting today."
Yeah.
That's the hard
Yeah,
part.
it's hard to trust for sure. Can't believe Romeo Dubs fell to the 15-4. We probably shouldn't have let that happen. Probably shouldn't have let that happen, but it did. What do I want with my last pick here? I literally went to go put Devontae Parker on my queue. That's funny. Okay, give me JD. Let's call it a day.
Wow.
Ending the draft there. I would say doing a best ball draft, but we can't. We literally just can't.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, what I could do, this is a thought process. It might not be the best. What I can do is share my screen to you, and you just use my screen as your screen. Does that make sense? And we'll try to join at the same time.
I still can't join because if I try and join and log in, it will disconnect the stream. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to log in, turn your VPN on your computer, join draft from your computer.
Yeah,
Your
if I turn my
laptop, excuse
VPN
me.
on, then it will get disconnected.
On your laptop?
Yeah.
What do you mean? So wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would your
Not on
VPN
my
affect-
laptop. Sorry, on my PC. Anyway, it sounds too complicated to me. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All I was gonna say is you can draft from your computer, from your
Yeah.
laptop, excuse me, and then I'll just share my screen, and you just show my share screen onto the
Yeah.
live stream. But it's all good. We don't have to.
Yeah, it sounds too complicated to be honest.
It just sounds so complicated. All good.
I mean,
down-
it sounds
I'm down for it.
complicated to me. I don't know. I don't really want to like add an entire new screen here and then try and draft from my laptop and everything.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's not.
Anyway,
We don't have to do it. Yeah. All love.
huge
Appreciate
love,
you
guys.
guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Got through an entire redraft and dynasty draft. Gonna do more streams rest of the week. Feel free to drop a like if you don't mind on your way out. Still have a couple spots open in a redraft league over on Patreon. Updated rankings are gonna be out here soon. I think that's it. Huge love.
Yeah. Huge love, y'all. Deuce, deuce.